Hey everyone, this is Mike from Junkie Crafts and Builds, and happy 2026. And we have been trying to go as hard as we can here in regards to catching up with 2025's releases. There's been a lot that has come to the channel. So late last year, based off of continuous egging by friends of the channel, Unboxing Art, Joey Collects, they kept talking up this toy line. So like I said, in December, I went onto Amazon and I picked up this guy. He's a Plunderling. So, yeah, I picked him up. He's kind of cute. But what we're going to be talking about is not only him, but these other pickups that I got as well. These are their newest releases, the Plunderbeaks. So the big question is, are these just a couple of fun one-offs that I got, or have I stumbled full into yet another toy line that's going to start to sit on my shelves? I don't know, but let's talk about these guys here on the channel. Let's talk Plunderlings. So yeah, Plunderling. If you're not familiar, these are a third-party creator-driven toy line, and they have been very successful with this toy line. And yeah, they created this little 5-inch line of goblins that are really adorable into everything. But the packaging itself is just really ingenious. It definitely invokes a lot of cool, like quirky. About this, we got a nice window across the top that lets the light shine through. It's kind of neat. And we'll show another little quirky thing that you can do with this. And here we have Captain Teal out of his package, but I said there was one more cool way you could display these boxes, so I'm going to move the Captain. Inside the box is a pair of ears, and you can have the little ears sticking out like this. Let's talk about the Plunderling. So they're really cute. That's the whole point of them, right? Like I said, they're about 5 inches. But it's neat. It's a cute little concept of making these little goblins and then putting in like a swashbuckler type of world. So this is the original offering, the Plunderling. There's also the Plunderlongs and the Plunderstrongs, as well as what we have with the Plunderbeaks. Cool. They got these little exaggerated features. You know, the faces are really expressive. It definitely gets the vibes from like the Lilo and Stitch type of feel for them. It's cool. It's like it's, I don't know, like I said, they're just it's kind of adorable looking feel for it. Definitely looks like he's ready to, you know, he's going to be primed and for photography, and a lot of people have been utilizing the Plunderlings and creating some amazing art with these guys. It's a toy, but it's got personality, which I love. This guy, he's a solid plastic PVC feel. Honestly, the paint apps on him look really sharp. You know, and like I said, they put in the box that these are all hand painted. You got this nice shading here inside the ears, big teeth, big smile. We got this glossy look over the eyes with like this little accent. He's got about 20 some points of articulation. There you go. So articulation, he's got a ball hinge up here. This one's still just a touch tight, but you know, the head fits on there really well. You definitely get a lot of expression with that. You know, he can definitely look up. He's going to lollipop a little bit, but if you're just doing this for photography, you can definitely get some cool poses. You know, there's all that. Definitely looks down really well. I mean, so it's a nice incorporation into this. Arms, definitely get them up here like close to a T pose. All right. No real bicep rotation. We got a single jointed elbow that also provides that rotation for you with these big, cute, chunky hands. We got a ball peg here for the mid-torso. Can't really do the split. No real drop downs, but we got a thigh cut. And then we got pinned double jointed knees that can kick back that far. And actually gets a pretty good range up. So I mean, a lot of that's going to be plenty for what you need. No boot cut, but we got a big front-facing pin hinge here. You can go down, and you can go up that far. and then you got your pivot. So I mean, he's definitely got enough articulation to kind of meet up with the personality, and yeah, it's kind of fun. But he also comes with a boatload of accessories, and Captain Teal has a really neat set of accessories that comes with him. Every Plunderling comes with 2 sets of hands. So out of the box, he's got these wide open expressive hands, but he also comes with a pair of gripping hands. And while these are on horizontal hinges, these are on a vertical hinge. All right, so now that we got Captain Teal with his gripping hand as well as his open hand. And again, this is a softer PVC, so it definitely is pliable, which is good because he's got some accessories to hold. And the first one, his spyglass. And this is really cool. I like this. Again, it's semi-hard PVC, but it's got a really decent sculpt to simulate like wood and everything else. Just really nice deco with this yellow accent for each part of like the metal, and then like the stitching here. And then here on the other part where the glass would be, it's black with that same little highlight of white. And for that, we've got this little slingshot rifle type of thing. Again, another really neat sculpt. I like the incorporation, and it's really cute. I like the wrapping that's been sculpted in onto the weapon here for the grip as well as for the slingshot portion. And then we got this, you know, silver accent here for like the trigger and stuff to release the string for the slingshot. Looks pretty cool. But every captain has to have a cap, and he has his own little pirate's hat. And I mean, this is, I'll keep saying adorable, and that's basically what this line is all about. But it's really nicely painted. I do got a little bit of a scuff there from the black. But as you can see, there's a magnet on in the bottom of this because he's got a magnet in his head. Looks really cool. I like how he's set up like that. Last set of accessories that he comes with are alternate heads. But he's got an alternate head that is just a smile, and then he comes with a final head, which is much more of a giggle, laughter type of look. But yeah, it's really neat. But this was just, like I said, the gateway to my next purchases, which are the newest figures in the line, and that's the Plunderbeaks. So let's talk about them right now. All right, so let's talk about these two fellows. And these are the newest releases, the Plunderbeaks. I bought these from Uncle Bob, from Uncle Bob's Vintage Toy Store in Pennsylvania. Ahoy! Fantastic guy, awesome to work with. And it's cool, like these are using the Plunder long bodies. As you can see, the theme for the packaging remains the same. So we have Captain Longbill and Raider Flinch. So let's just go ahead and get these guys out of the package. All right, so now that we got the beaks out of the boxes, these guys are just really cool. You definitely see some engineering changes between these two and Captain Teal hanging out in the background there. But let's look at Flinch first. So this is Raider Flinch, and I love the colors on this guy. Definitely just really cool. Nice little deco here for the buckle on the boot and the ties across the front there. We got some new engineering showing here in the back. But yeah, he's just really cool. But yeah, just neat. Some engineering changes here. Obviously, we got the plugs here in the back we'll talk about in a second with the accessories. But you can see here he has not only like it looks like a ball up top, but we also have a hinge here so he can get some really nice arching backwards and kind of crouch forward a little bit here. We got this nice little floaty belt bandolier across his body. We have overlays for his gloves, similar, so those are cool. We have bicep rotation now for this, as well as the single jointed elbow. So we lose the articulation at the elbow, but we get it back here in the bicep. So legs are about the same as what we saw. I mean, he gets about maybe a little less than 45, but we got the thigh swivel there. We still got our pinned double jointed knees. This is a glute overlay, but we have our ankles. Again, that's softened up here that you can get some rotation on that front facing pin, but we also have toe articulation as well in his boot. And we'll talk about Captain Longbill now. Again, much more regal here with these these gold pauldrons across like this much more cultured, pirate sailor look here. But this bill is just nice. Again, the paintwork and the sculpt is really cool for these guys. He's got this little skull here for his belt buckle. These guys just look totally cool. But let's talk about accessories that these guys come with, because there are some changes. What we don't get this time are alternate heads, but we do get alternate hands. So kind of like with Captain Teal, we got these open, relaxed hands, fists this time, and they're really neatly sculpted. I mean, it's simple, one color, but the sculpt work here showing the lines and stitching into the gloves are really neat. And then we get our pair of item holding hands, are on vertical hinges. We have to give him something to hold, right? So he comes with this little cutlass type of sword here. Really nice pommel that's painted. The grip's nice too. He has a little bit of sculpt work in there to kind of show. Then he's got this nicely worn blade. Definitely has seen some use. Just slide it in. Just be careful for the paint. That's a nice big old sword there. And since he's a captain and he's a Plunderling, he gets this plumed sailor hat. Again, really neat sculpt. Love the little accents here across the bind for the top of the hat here. And like Captain Teal and the other Plunderlings, he's got a little magnet that goes into the magnet on his head. Now I'm going to do a quick switch here and we'll talk about Finch. So Finch, of course, is going to have the same thing in regards to the hands. He's got fists and he's got a grip hand. He has this more like a scimitar type of sword here. And then for his cover, he's got this little sailor sock cap, which is really nicely textured and such. And that's going to plop on his head like so. It's like I said, these magnets aren't as strong as what we got with Captain Teal, but he's got his look there, so that's kind of neat. But the main thing with the beaks is that they come with wings, and these are awesome. I mean, this is Finch's here, beautiful colors broken down, and just really neat articulation. We got this here in 3 different sections, all together with ball pegs, and as you can tell, he's got his connecting points here on his back. And there we have Finch with his wings on, and that just brings a whole new dynamic to this character. They look really cool, really neat articulation with this ball peg system here. So he can get, whoops, keep losing his hat, we'll take that off, but that's okay, because this is what I wanted to showcase, is like these wings are really smartly designed. And you can get all sorts of articulation. So if you're putting them in your photos and you want them flying, you can get pretty much any angle that you want with him. So they look really neat. And the cool part is these all can separate as well. So if you wanted to have a smaller, oops, leave that one on, take that one off. If you wanted a smaller wing set for him, you can make these completely modular, and now you have a little less of a bigger wingspan, but you still get that nice level of articulation for this guy. And now you can have him looking like he has his wings all folded in, and they're right there behind him. So again, just really neat and smart design to incorporate this new feature and this new faction in the Plunderling world, but just really neat. And here we have the 2 captains and Raider Finch all together, and let's do a couple comparisons with some other stuff and see how well they can fit in other lines. So we'll keep the cuteness going, so to speak, and that is Jada. And what I have here is an example of their mascot lines. This is Count Chocula. But you can see like this would definitely fit in together in a world where like You know, this guy stealing the cereal box out of the Count's hand. But just really nice. And it's the same, you know, that style and look, that cohesiveness that if you're collecting these mascots, you know, and they've just been getting better in regards to Tony the Tiger, Chester Cheetah, and what we're going to hopefully see with Fred and Barney, these would fit in perfectly together. Adding in a little animal love, we've got this Hammond Collection dinosaur. And for another animal that you could possibly see them fighting on Plunder Island, we have the Desert Scorpion from the G.I. Joe Classified line, and another independent toy line that has a really cool comic cartoon aspect is the Spiro Toys Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. And these guys can look really cool together. I know it's a different style with the cartoon wise, but if you're trying to do like a comic themed shelf or something, these guys would fit in really well next to each other. They had a booth at Legions Con. I would be remiss not to add in some Mythic Legions. So we have the Legions 2025 Day of Drop, and this is the Dawn of Discovery Koi. And then my Legions Con Armory experience from 2025. This is my Hodgepodge Demon Gladiator. And since we're talking about goblins, I would be remiss not to bring in Swig. So you can see that these guys really can, it could, like I said, theoretically all come together, but it's just a cool idea of just the aesthetic and having a bunch of well-engineered toys. From the collector's perspective, what makes this work? And I kind of mentioned before, they are perfectly primed to be photography hand candy. Do they scream completionist? I don't know. I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. But I mean, I started out with one. I was like, you know, it'd be cool just to have one, just to see what it looks like. And now that I have three, it's like, hey, wouldn't it be cool to just have one more? Kind of know how that ends as well. But for value and collectability, I mean, price-wise, I think you're getting what you want. And when I picked up these guys were about 35 bucks. I mean, the figures do come with mostly unique accessories. You're getting some reuse, especially with the Plunder Longs, and using them in here for the Plunderbeaks. But you get the new engineering aspect in regards to like the wings add on these guys. So it comes down to the big question and my personal rating for the Plunderlings as a line and the figures that I have here in front of me. Price-wise, like I said, they feel fair. And we've already talked about the articulation and accessories and just the look of them. But are these Plunderlings just going to stay as a couple of cool figures on my shelf? Or am I opening a door for another toy line that I'll be hunting variants? Right now, though, I'm cool with what I got. You know, and if I had to rate these guys, and I'm doing that now for 26, I'm doing a rating range between 1, which means don't even bother getting this figure at all, or 3, that, yeah, you need to get these guys in your collection. My rating right now is that these guys are a 2. They're cool to have, and I think if you want this type of style and toy line in your collection, you won't be disappointed. Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see what happens in 2026. And if I see them at a show, who knows? I might pick up something else. We don't know. But what you can do is follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel, but let me know what you think. Are you collecting Plunderlings? Would the Plunderbeaks, when they become available, are they going to be your first pickup if you haven't touched this line at all because of the engineering? Or is this a line you've been side-eyeing but not really jumping into yet? Like I said, if you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one, and enjoy your collection. Bye.